Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode. I'm your host, DaVon. Appreciate you guys coming through for a lovely Saturday night, which is going into the early morning. Basically, I did a coverage for doubleheader, which was Rampage, and as well as Collision, which was a collision course between the Go Home show for heading up for AEW Dynasty. Both shows delivered in the most passionate way when it came to so many different intertwined stories. The matches was all hard hitting, and you truly couldn't ask for anything better, just from my own personal opinion. But let's go ahead and get kicking to the things, to the nitty gritty. Everything's so saucy. We're gonna go ahead and get into the AEW Rampage, which pretty much was phenomenal from start to finish when it came to everything that initially happened. We kicked off the show with John Moxley coming out, addressing his title match against Powerhouse Hobbs on the 424 edition of Dynamite this following Wednesday, and Moxley said that when he puts his IWGP championship on the line, basically Hobbs better not hesitate for 1 second if he wants the title, because he won't. And then after the promo, Tony Schiavone and of course Nick McGuinness basically welcomed everybody over to the broadcast for Rampage and kicked things off. And pretty much the promo was pretty short and sweet when it comes to Moxley. He went straight to being serious and laid out the rules of how things was gonna break down from there. Then we got into high flying action straight out the gate. We ended up having a phenomenal match on the card. This one was a 420 match that you couldn't truly ask for. It was Rob Van Dam against Lee Johnson, as well as Isiah Kassidy and Komander. And this four-way match was a decent one for 420. Couldn't ask for anything better. The MVPs of the night was RVD as well as Komander. These boys put on a clinic, and you truly couldn't ask for anything better. It was a lot of transitional moves back and forth. Everybody delivered a high spots, but the conclusion of the match happened with Rob Van Dam hitting the 5-star frog splash and picking up the victory on 420. My own personal opinion, we need to see more of Rob Van Dam being showcased on AEW television. He is a true legend, but he still can truly go. And I would not mind having him on my television screen and keeping us entertained each and every single week when it comes to all elite wrestling. Then we got ready for some women's action on the table. We ended up having a lovely women's singles action. We ended up having one of our lovely ladies of Yuka Sakazaki versus Emma Sakura. These women's match went the full distance. Couldn't truly ask for anything better. And things really broke down in the quickness when it came to these ladies really putting it all on the table of making true Japanese strong style when it came to everything that was being delivered in this match. But the conclusion of the match happened when Yuka was able to hit off a slingshot German suplex for the victory. And you couldn't ask for anything better when it came to these women, just in general. Then we had an in-ring promo from Angelo Parker. He was discussing everything when it came down to his promo. He was admitting different things in between of everything that he was feeling, and including when it came to him leaving the JAS, the Jericho Appreciation Society. And he said that he realized that he lost a lot against Zack Knight, which was highly true. Man, he put everything on the line when it came to how everything initially broke down. But more than anything else, he had a lot to say when it came to just his general things that he was feeling. And things initially went to a nice sweet moment when we ended up having Ruby Soho coming down to basically express everything and express her feelings for everything that she felt for her lovely boyfriend. They currently are real dating in real life, and things initially was looking real nice when it came to how things initially was breaking down. And so told Parker that she couldn't let him do this because this was something that she had to tell him, something important to fight for, and revealing that she was pregnant. And so admitted that she didn't know how to inform him about the news, but Parker responded with kissing her, and things went smoothly when it came to them both embracing in the center of the ring to celebrate of their revealing. Then we got ready for some hard-hitting action on the card tonight. We ended up having a great six-man tag. Couldn't ask for anything better. on the card when it came to the deliverance of everything that initially broke down. It was Kyle O'Reilly, Rocky Romero, and Daddy Magic and tag team match against the Undisputed Kingdom. This was a reg shot, a whole lot of back and forth. Couldn't ask for anything better. The Undisputed Kingdom continued to have that build-up chemistry as they continue to run reg shot over everybody. But Kyle O'Reilly was holding his own as well when it came to everything that initially happened throughout this match. The conclusion happened where Kyle O'Reilly was able to hit a Jujutsu Tommy arm breaker and pick up the victory for the submission. And then after the match, Kyle O'Reilly told Roderick Strong to hold the title close because he would take the AEW International title from him this following Sunday, which will be for tomorrow. And O'Reilly, Romero, and Menard stood tall to embrace as things ended the broadcast from there. Pretty much, Rampage was really good when it came to just the showcases of each match. And you couldn't ask for anything better, just from my own personal opinion. And I look forward to seeing these players get involved when it comes to the singles feud between Kyle O'Reilly as well as Roderick Strong, which you know they're going to deliver in the most passionate way when it comes to everything that initially broke down. But I'd like to know you guys' own hot take when it comes to everything. I look forward to seeing you guys' opinion, and I will reply back to you guys, and we just go back and forth about talking about professional wrestling. But let's go ahead and get into AEW Collision, which Collision was a phenomenal show. We had everything initially broke down when it came to Collision. Collision was a great show when it came to start to finish. We started out the match very quickly, fast and furious, as we got things underway for the Adam Copeland, Eddie Kingston, and Mark Briscoe match, which took things underway as they took on Top Flight, Dante Martin, Darius Martin, as well as Andretti. And this was a lot of back and forth. Couldn't ask for anything better. All the transitional moves, a lot of signature spots from everybody. Adam Copeland was able to hit the spear, follow up with the froggy bow, and Mark Briscoe was able to pick up the victory. The following thing happened was the post-match when we had House of Black making an interference, and things broke down as they cut a promo on all members, including Kingston and Briscoe, along with Copeland, and they said they will make their match a Dynasty feel like hell, but should not be a problem for all three of them because the hell was their heart was, and Kingston was bamboozled after the promo, and pretty much he was pissed off, and he was ready to fight right then and there, and things initially broke down from there. And then we got ready for a promo from the Samoan Submission Machine, which was Samoa Joe. Well, basically the recap video of Samoa Joe and Swerve Strickland. This was a nice little video package when it came to how everything broke down when it came to the initial signing and everything, and how everything initially broke down from each week. And it was just a nice highlight package when it came to their feud coming up this following Sunday. And I look forward to seeing something great and beautiful come out of it when it comes to everything. Then we have Don Callis along with Powerhouse Pop. Well, Powerhouse Hobbs was coming in for an initial match against CJ Esperanza. And this match pretty much was short-lived, a very quick squash match, but you couldn't ask for anything better when it came to the big man. The big man came out to play. You know that he was out there looking for some serious competition when it came to tonight on AEW Collision. But I look forward to seeing where he stands when he's ready to go to battle, go toe-to-toe with Jon Moxley. And you know he's going to deliver a big banger when it comes to everything just in general. When it comes to his appearance, the way how he stands on everything, and the way how his presence when it comes to just his strength alone. But the conclusion of the match ended up with a torture rack, and he ended up submitting CJ Esperanza. Then after the match, Don Callis cut a promo on behalf of Hobbs, and Callis said that he was responsible for booking Kenny Omega versus Chris Jericho on the Tokyo Dome, but mentioned that New Japan owed him a favor for 6 years later. And Callis announced that the favor would be turned as the match between Jon Moxley and Powerhouse Hobbs is going to take place in addition of Dynamite, and it will be for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. So you know this is going to be a big deliverance when it comes to everything, and I look forward to seeing them following conclusion on Dynamite when things pick up in the most passionate way from there. Then we get a video package of Will Ospreay and Bryan Danielson leading up for this following Sunday for AEW Dynasty, which you know they're going to be delivering. It's going to be a great technical match. Two of the best who know how to deliver in their own. And I look forward to actually being just inspired and seeing how they do things. And I look forward to this being a true strong style, a lot of near falls, and a lot of true selling when it comes to this direct match. Then we had Chris Jericho cut a promo where he promised to show Hook that he would teach him a life lesson, and not to just be a better wrestler, but a better person in general. Jericho said that he will be Hook for the FTW title, and that he will humble Hook in the most passionate way. Then we got ready for tag team action, which was a decent one. We ended up having BBC against of course Kyle Fletcher, along with things breaking down when it came to of course Takeshita. But this match was a lot of back and forth. Couldn't expect anything better in this bunkhouse tag team match. It was a true ball back and forth, a lot of near falls, a lot of things in between. And of course, the conclusion of the match happened with a psycho knee, followed up with a steel chain assisted by the label lock to submit things. Then Bryan Danielson cut a promo after the match where he said that he had no reason to wrestle a bunkhouse match for facing Will Ospreay because he's leaving it all inside the ring in a version of himself in heaven. And Danielson promised to beat Will Ospreay as a AEW Dynasty, and things initially broke down from there when it came to that initial match. Then we got ready for another great match on the card, which we had. Actually, it was a promo, not an actual match, but we had a promo from. Actually, it was a tag team match. Yes, it was. It was a tag team match. It was the Guns again with Austin and Colton along with Jay White taking on the Acclaimed. This match was hard hitting. Couldn't ask for anything better. A lot of back and forths, and I really enjoyed this match when it came to the deliverance of a tag team match back and forth. And if you are a true person who enjoyed tag team, you know you're gonna get your money's worth when it came to those guys delivering when it came to tonight. But the feud continues to go hand in hand when it comes to the trios titles. We're gonna have a unification of all the titles being basically unified. But the match ended up being the pinfall as the Guns ended up picking up the victory with a send-down pinfall in this tag team match to pick up the momentum. But you know that the Acclaim is not going to go down easy when it comes to this following Sunday when they have the trios match to unify the titles. It's officially about time that they finally unified them. And of course, one of my own personal thing I feel, the Ring of Honor titles need to stay in Ring of Honor, and the AEW titles need to stay in AEW. So whatever the conclusion happens with this trios match, hopefully everybody branches off and do their own direction when it comes to this trios division. But I know we're gonna have a great outcome this following Sunday when we have all the members involved when it comes to that extra trios match. Then we get ready for Sky Blue taking on Leyla Hirsch. These ladies went out there and delivered in their best way possible. You know the ladies were going to put on a nice showcase. And I truly enjoyed this women's competition back and forth. Sky Blue was able to have Julia Hart in their corner. And it was a deliverance where Sky Blue picked up the victory with the Dragon Sleeper. And things put with the rest of putting Leyla Hirsch for a submission. Leyla Hirsch hasn't been seen in quite such a long time. But it was a nice feat of seeing her being involved in a nice match. Finally being back on Collision. But I look forward to seeing more when it comes to these ladies put on a nice showcase as things continue to break down when it comes to all these standing feuds. As Sky Blue continues to have Julia Hart's back when it comes to Mercedes Moné, as well as Willow Nightingale, and everything is initially going to break down from there when we see how things initially take place. But we know the feud is going to be red hot when it comes to Julia Hart taking on Willow this following Sunday for the AEW Women's TBS Championship. Then we get ready for the main event of the night. The main event of the night was a decent one as well, from my own personal opinion. I really enjoyed it, and you couldn't ask for anything better. This was a decent one from all all trios play competitors when it came out the Elite, which was Okada along with the Bucks taking on FTR and Pac. This one left everything out there, a lot of bad feud, and you couldn't ask for anything better when it came to this direct match. There was a lot of near falls, a lot of tags, a lot of hot tags. The fans were chanting this was awesome in this actual trios action, and I truly enjoyed it as well from my own personal hot take. I look forward to seeing more of this as they continue to break down with their feuds. As Okada is getting ready to go against Pac this following Sunday for tomorrow night, as well as Dash Caster and Wheeler taking on the Young Bucks for the AEW Vacant Tag Team Championships this Sunday as well. But the conclusion match happened where Pac was able to hit the Black Arrow and was able to pick up the victory for the 1-2-3 to pick up the momentum for both competitors of FTR along with himself, and they get the momentum when it comes to this Sunday. But we shall see how things initially transpire as Tony Khan continues to be doing a phenomenal job when it comes to the card. I know he's looking to get past everything that has happened when he had the footage from a couple weeks back with the whole CM Punk situation, but it was all diffused when it came to putting on a banger card for this following Sunday. But I truly look forward to seeing how all these competitors be involved with everybody who is involved in tomorrow's night. But I'm truly going to be looking forward to Dynasty landing a hand banger and pretty much a show stealer when it comes to this following Sunday. But I appreciate you guys coming through and showing your love support. Post your comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. Ooh.